Damien, thanks for joining. Just real quickly, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. So I'm Damien. I'm a fourth year Queen's University mining engineering student, and I'm just figuring out life as I go along. I'm almost done, and I'm eager to be done.
Yeah, good for you. It's a long slog, but good fun. Great. So what are some fears that you've got going into the industry? That's going to be coming up pretty soon where you're graduated.
Yeah, so I I'm definitely worried about being able to fit in with my fellow employees and with management, and being a cohesive member of the team, being able to get along with everyone. And meeting expectations since the standards are higher out in in industry. There's always a level of performance that has to be met. It's not like I can just take a lower grade, maybe to a certain extent, but there's a like minimum performance target. Um, and I'm just worried about fitting in and meeting the requirements.
Yeah, good. So you clearly hold a high standard for yourself. So,
I do.
you recently did the OMS LEAD program, training on site. So, what did you take out of that? Maybe some of that will help alleviate those.
So I definitely took core values out of that. Core values are extremely important. Ensuring that I understand what my core values are and how I can therefore fit into an organization. Does the organization have matching core values? Um, so for me, a big core value is friendship, and another one is collaboration. I want to be in a place where people can work well together.
And then we were talking off camera. You mentioned also there's a structure piece that seemed to hit home with you.
Yeah, so it's important to have structure to one's day. Starting off with a team meeting, like we did in the workshop, where you outline the tasks to be done for the day and you evaluate your employees and how attentive they are. So, for example, you do stretches to see who's paying attention and is energetic before you send them off to do hard tasks that may be dangerous. You want to make sure that they're alert enough, and that there's nothing going on that would hinder them from um, doing their work effectively. So asking how they are and trying to really get a genuine answer, and that goes back to having a cohesive, friendly workplace where people feel like they can be open.
Yeah, really good. I think yeah, that's such a key part is there's that leadership side, and then there's that management side. And when they're working together, that's absolutely huge. So Damien, I guess out of that, what do you see as, what does good leadership look like to you?
So a good leader definitely cares about their subordinates and their well-being. Doesn't just push them around, but gives tasks that are doable, and knows when to make concessions, such as when someone has something serious going on at home. Sometimes it's better to um, give them a little bit of time off and let them recuperate rather than putting them on a dangerous task while they're distracted, or maybe you give them an easier task to do that's not as high pressure. Another thing I like in leadership is uh, meeting goals and making sure that goals are met, following up. So tracking progress. You start with giving someone a task, and then you follow up to make sure that it's getting done and that it's gotten done, instead of just giving someone a task for the day and checking in 3 days later and realizing it hasn't been done. And ideally, you also want someone who's done what you're doing, if you're being led by them, so that they have an understanding of what you're getting into, and can help you and mentor you. Um, and I think those are important qualities in a leader. Yeah.
Oh, really good. Well, it sounds like you've got a pretty mature grasp of leadership. So thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
this, Dave. Expect big things from you in the future.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.